Hey everybody, it's Karen with Food and Family. Today we're doing an uncut. I'm going to cook us a late lunch, an early dinner, and I'm going to bring you along with me. So when I say uncut, it means you get to see everything. I don't edit the video. I'll walk around, you'll see that. If I make a mistake, you're going to see that too. So, but we have fun with these uncuts. I'm going to start today by making an apple cobbler. We haven't had one in quite a while. These are some apples that I put up last year. And these are apples we got in LJ, Georgia. Y'all, if you ever get to go visit LJ, it's beautiful. So, but we're going to just put them right over here in our saucepan. Juice and all. Because what I want to do is I want to put these on the stove for a little bit. Now, I went ahead and turned my oven on to 425, so it can be preheating. But we want to season these up a little bit because I didn't do anything to them when I put them up, but just a little lemon juice. Meaning I didn't put cinnamon or the sugar or anything like that. So we got to fix them up. Now that's not quite a full tablespoon of cinnamon. That's about 3/4 of a tablespoon. If you don't like that much cinnamon, don't put that much. We just happen to like cinnamon. But I need some sugar in these. So I'm kind of going to do a mixture of some white granulated sugar and some brown sugar. Now, these scoops that I've had for 35 years measure about half a cup, but I'm going to put maybe 1/4 of a cup of sugar, but we're not done with that sugar. And I'm going to scoop, I'm just going to use my tablespoon and scoop out. They're generous tablespoons, but you're supposed to pack it when you use it. And I'm going to put about 3 of these heaping tablespoons of brown sugar. And I want to get this back here on the stove. Let's stir it up because I want to simmer this for just a few minutes because I want these apples to be warm and I want this sugar to turn all those juices from the jar into a syrup. Yeah, this is going to be good. You hear me say that a lot when I'm cooking. Let's give it a taste. I think I need a little bit more sugar. Where did I put it? Yeah, put it right here. You should have told me. Okay, so let's put another 1/4 of a cup. I think that should do it. So let's stir this in. But you don't want your pan to get dry, so watch it while it's stirring. We just want it on a low simmer. The apples have been cooked when I put them up. They're cooked. We just want them heated. So we're not worrying about cooking them. Let's taste it again. That extra 1/4 cup did it. So I'm going to put those right back here on the stove. And we're going to let those simmer for just a minute. Y'all don't let me forget them. Okay, so next, I think what we want to do is I want to cook some cabbage. I have a cabbage that I bought a few days ago that I need to get cooked because I don't want to waste it. Pop and I have been talking so much about that lately. And we're just going to cook and use what we have. And I've got to pull that outer skin off. See, I almost let it get away from me. But I'm just going to slice it right off that core. And Most people don't want to eat the core, but I'm going to tell you, and I've told y'all this before, as a kid, I always liked eating it. There's something about that bitterness to it that we liked. Okay, so I've got a pot here. I am just going to, I washed this up before I put it in the fridge, y'all. So I'm just going to chop this up, have a big U on it. We're going to throw it right here in the pot. We just need to cover it with a little bit of water, and you know what goes in next. Butter. We can't cook without butter, y'all. There we go. So that was a whole cabbage, and we'll eat it again. It'll cook down. Remember, when we get done cooking this pot is not going to be full. So let me get a little bit of water. You don't want a lot of water because cabbage is a watery vegetable. And it's going to create some liquid as it cooks. And we're going to salt and pepper it, and that salt's going to help draw out that moisture too from the cabbage. Now, y'all are seeing kosher salt. It's not as much as you think. And that was about a teaspoon. And about a half a teaspoon of black pepper. We love black pepper. Now, butter. Got to have butter. So, but we've got a fresh new stick of butter. Let's see how much of this we can use today. I had somebody ask me, why do I intentionally cook high-fat, high-carb foods? Because I like them. I don't eat like this every day. We treat ourselves. Okay, about half a stick because that's a whole head of cabbage. Now, I'm going to put this on the stove. I've got my lid. Okay, so we're going to get that to cooking. When you put your lid on it, your temperature comes up a lot quicker. And I want to get... I'm going to stir those apples. These eyes on my stove, y'all, they get hot real quick. So I'm going to have to come over here and give that a stir now and then. Okay, so next. Y'all, this is going to be a delicious, delicious meal. I'm excited about this. And I'm excited to share it with you guys. Let's move this. I don't need it. After we get that apple cooked, we'll finish it up because we've got to put a topping on it, right? And if it's not finished by the time the meal is, that's okay because we normally eat dessert afterwards, but hey, I say why not? Eat dessert first. Okay, so I'm going to start with some salmon patties. Have you guys cooked salmon patties? We like them. And I buy the skinless, boneless salmon. I just don't like picking through and pulling that skin off and the bones. So when they started doing the skinless bones, I was so happy. I'm going to put 1 egg. These are 5-ounce cans, I think they were. And I got 3. We'll eat them. And I'm going to use 1 egg. Y'all, I keep my trash can open while I'm cooking. So it's there and I don't have to worry about dirty hands getting to it. But I want to go ahead, and I was starting to do this and I got sidetracked, didn't I? I'm going to put my oil in my skillet here. Now this skillet gets hot quick also. Many of you guys have seen me use it, and many of you have told me that you purchased one, and I really hope you like it. Okay, so we're going to get that going. I want it on about 300. I may turn it up, but it gets hot. I'm going to put a little bit of salt. I'm going to put a little bit of black pepper. But I want some onion. I like to put some diced onion in my salmon. So, cut it in half. I may only use half of this. I'll see what it looks like. You know, so many times I don't cook by measurements. I cook by eyeballing. Do y'all do that? If it looks good, then I'm happy with it. Then I stop there. I taste it like I did with the apples. And the one thing I can't do is onion peels in my food, so I have to wipe that up. Okay, make sure there's none on my knife. Let's start with this larger side. I didn't quite cut it in the center. Move. So I'm going to chop this up. It's not large slices chopped, but I don't want it to dissolve into the food. It's kind of a medium small. That makes sense. Y'all have heard me say that before. Let's stir that in and see what it looks like. And I think that half is going to be plenty. Get that egg in there. Y'all like my little bowl I got? We get this at the pottery place up in Gatlinburg. It's called L-Wine. Pottery, A-L-E-W-I-N-E. And they will ship to you. There's some amazing people. I need some flour. Let me stir my apples while I'm over here. Ooh. And this is smelling and looking good already, y'all. Love the cinnamon. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of flour. I don't want a lot of flour because I don't want it cakey. Is the only word I can think of. So, a couple tablespoons. Can y'all see in there? So, stir that up. But I only used one egg and that little bit of flour because, again, I don't want it cakey. Take your time, stir it up really good. See how it's coming together? And you see how it's forming that little bit of dough, almost like consistency around the salmon. So it's going to pull together. Okay, now I like to scoop mine. You can use a spoon. You can spoon them out. My mother did. I just like using an ice cream scoop. And if I can get it out of my drawer, whatever size you want. This is the size I like. It's regular ice cream scoop size. And I'm going to pack it in there real good. Because when I do that, I'm packing it all together and it's going to stay together. And once you put it in the pan, don't mess with it. You hear that? And now I did, and that one fell apart on me. That's my fault. It's going to be good. Okay. Now, when I open these cans of salmon, I drain the liquid off. I get as much of that liquid off as I can. Because I don't want, and I'm squeezing now and still getting some liquid. I don't want that in my patties. It will make them fall apart also. Come on. Now. I guess we just have to scramble that one that I messed up. Like I said, that was my fault. I told y'all not to mess with it, and I did. This is going to be a little bitty one. I'm getting flour all over me, aren't I? See the liquid that's still coming out? You don't want that. Little baby one. He'll be our test. Okay, so let me put this in the sink and wash my hands. You know, and I've told you many times before, I always keep a sink of hot soapy water when I'm cooking. And that way, if I need to turn around and wash something real quick, I can. And my sink's ready for me. So, let me wipe this up. Oh, it's smelling good already. Now, I need a spatula, a flipper. That's starting to come up to boil. The apples are simmering. Let's turn them down. And we need something to put the salmon on once we take it up, don't we? But yeah, just leave it alone. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just kind of pressing it down just a little bit. But you can do that when you turn it over. Okay, let me get a plate, because I want to put those on a plate when they come out. I've got it ready. It's waiting on me instead of me having to fumble around. Next, and I'm going to go ahead and mix these up. We had, if y'all saw a couple of nights ago, we had a chicken wings bowl. Well, I had mashed potatoes left over. And you guys know I cannot throw out a spoonful of mashed potatoes. Pop Jones has to have his potato patties. It's something that he thoroughly enjoys. So I had that much left over, and that's going to make more than enough for me and him. Yeah, these potatoes are still just as smooth and creamy as they were. So, 1 egg. That's our binder. We're going to add a little flour in this too. And I need my knife back. And I want to chop the rest of this onion. It's a little small piece that we had left. And I'm going to put it in our potato patties. It's not potato patties without the onions in it. He's been out working in the yard, and I know when he comes in, he's going to be hungry. So I thought, why not go ahead and cook? So there we go. Put that in there. Now I think we're done with the knife. Let me go ahead and stir this up. And I want to put some flour in here. Again, I want enough to pull it together, but not... Where'd I put my flour? Right here beside me. Yeah. I don't want to make them cakey, but I want enough to pull them together. That's about 1/4 cup. Could be just a smidge over, but about 1/4 cup. And let's stir it together and see, because I want this to come together thick. Like I said, I don't want it cakey. A little bit more flour, because my mashed potatoes were soft. You know, when I make mashed potatoes, I like to use buttermilk. And I didn't have any buttermilk. So I use sour cream. And they make some delicious, delicious mashed potatoes. That's enough of that. Let's check our salmon here. Okay, that one I messed up in the beginning. I left it alone, and y'all know it stuck together. Okay, so let's just keep turning them over because they're good and golden brown. Lightly press down. And if you can, turn it away from you when you flip it over, and you're not taking a chance on splashing that oil up on yourself. Oh, wow. I don't know if you can see how well you can see down in this pan. This is a little test piece. This is going to be good. Can you see that? Oh, boy. All right, so let's let this cook for a minute. Now, along with that wings bowl and the mashed potatoes, we had some corn. Now, Pop Jones has never been a big kernel corn eater. He almost ate it all up. I didn't think he was going to stop because he enjoyed this so much. And if I don't forget, I'll link that video below this one in the description box. It has some onion in it. It has some jalapeno, not jalapeno, jalapeno peppers, and just some different things we put in it. And we're going to heat this up, but I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to add some of this Parmesan garlic sauce. And I'm going to give a shout out to Mel at In the Kitchen with Mama Mel for putting me onto this. Because I watched her use it with corn, and I thought I have got to try that. And this is a brand new bottle, never been opened. There we go. And I want to put a little bit of this because I want this corn nice and creamy. Let's stir it up. See if I've got enough for my liking. And I think I want a little bit more. So yeah, there's no recipe right here. You can see the recipe for the corn when I made it. But for this part of it, you'll just have to judge if you want to use it and try it. Just judge how much you want. Now, we're going to take this and we're going to put it back here on the stove. Get that heated up. And I know y'all can't see back here, but we'll bring this stuff up there. Now let me, while I'm back here, where did I put, I changed things around, and I can't remember where I put everything. Let's stir our cabbage. Y'all have seen me cook cabbage before. I've cooked them on previous videos. And you can saute it, you can fry it, there's all kind of ways. Cabbage casserole, you guys, go check that out. And let's let that keep cooking. It don't take long, you just want it tender. And I think while I'm waiting for these, I want to go ahead and mix up the topping for our apple cobbler so we can get that in the oven when it comes out. And I need here. I thought I had a bowl out for it, and I do. Bowl for it. So it's very simple. I'm going to use, let me try to measure this. I want about a cup of flour, and I'm using self-rising flour. I'm trying to judge, y'all. And I want sugar. We got to have, the topping's got to be sweet. So I want about a half a cup of sugar. Okay. And I want a little bit of cinnamon in it. I didn't put much in it. And y'all, I want a pinch of salt. I didn't put salt in the apples, but I want a pinch of salt in here. And then salt offsets and brings out the sweetness. And while we're talking about it, let's go back here and put a pinch in our apples. And it brings out the sweetness. And y'all heard me say that before. We're about ready to get that in the oven. Okay. So let's get, y'all love these little mini spatulas. They're just the best things. You see, I've used a bunch of them already. And I need some milk. I like to use milk when I'm making my topping. And you know what I'm gonna do? I have just a smidge, y'all know what a smidge is, of half and half left that I need to use up in just a couple of days. So let's start out with this. See? There you go. I used it. I think that was all of it. Now, we'll make up the rest with whole milk. 2%, whatever you have. What kind of milk do y'all use? We always buy whole milk, but I've been thinking about swapping this over to 2%. I tell you the one milk that I do like, and that's the A2 brand. Yeah, looky there. Now, once you look at this consistency, it's still a little bit thick. I want to put a little bit more milk. Okay. Because I want it pourable over those apples. And I think that salmon's soon be ready to, time I get done here, I think that salmon's going to be ready to come up. Okay. Now, see the consistency now? See how different it is? That's what you want. That's what you want. So try to stay there and that consistency. Okay. Now I'm going to put my milk up. I do not want to leave my milk out. You know, our weather is turning warm. I'm so thankful. So thankful. Move some stuff around. I want to get my apples. Okay. And I'm going to pour them. I want y'all to look in that pot. Look at that. How beautiful. And I'm going to pour them right here in this dish. I can hold that dish up for you. It's got handles on both sides. This Salad Master cookware that I'm using, my mother-in-law gave that to me. Oh gosh, I don't know how many years ago she bought it, and probably 40 plus years, and then she gave it to me, and I'm still using it, and it's as good as it was when she bought it. Looky there, isn't that gorgeous? If you could just smell it. Oh my goodness. Can you see in that? How pretty. I had to show it to somebody else, y'all. Okay. So give this one last stir. And look, I may not use it all. I'm going to drizzle this all over this apple filling. Because I like my cobbler to come out juicy. That may be all I use. That was just about all of it. So, okay, I'm not done though. So, and I always do this. I always have. My mother did. My granny did. I sprinkle it the top with just a slight bit of sugar. It gives it that crunch when it comes out of the oven. Looky there, isn't that beautiful? Can you see that? How gorgeous that is. Now, I'm going to put this in the oven, and I think it's going to cook probably 30 minutes. So, but I'll keep a check on it, y'all. We're going to set a timer for 30. Let's set the timer for 30. Let's stir our corn. Now that corn is ready. I'm going to turn it down on the lowest setting because I just wanted that heated through. Let's stir our cabbage again, and it's cooking down beautifully. And that cabbage is going to be done here real soon. All right. Y'all give me just a second, okay? Okay, I had to check the door. I thought there was somebody there. Okay, so let's take these salmon patties up. Can you see how beautifully golden that is? Oh my goodness. We love these. See, even the one I messed up came out pretty. And we are just going to use the same oil. It is not going to hurt. And we're going to cook our potatoes in it. I'm going to get up all these little crunchy bits because that's some good stuff. There we go. Set it up there. Y'all can watch this. Y'all can look at it while I'm cooking. Can you see that? I'm trying to get you a good view. Okay, so potato patties. Now, since I got my scooper dirty, I am just going to spoon these right out into the skillet. I turn it down too far. I need to turn it up just a smidge for these. Yeah, now get up closer to the skillet, Karen. But you know what? Those little bits that are dropped in there, ain't nothing wrong with them. Just put them in there. Again, you can use your scooper. You can use your spoon. I'm just using my little spatula here to scoop them right on out, and they start cooking. It doesn't take long to cook. And we're just going to scoop them all out. And y'all see that little bit of potatoes that I had left over from my meal 2 days ago made 6 nice sized potato patties and one little small one. Okay? All right. So let's let those cook. And y'all, while that's doing, y'all talk to me and let me clean up some of this. Tell me how everybody's been doing. I want to know, how's your weather been? We have had some rain, but we haven't had enough that's actually stopped us from doing anything. And the temperatures have gotten warmer, cooled off for a couple of days, but they've gotten warmer. And I've had several people ask about these canisters, and they're in my Amazon store. So if you'll go to www.amazon.com/shop/Karen Jones Food Family, and I'll have that link in the description box under the video. These are the best things, and they seal so beautifully and tightly, so you don't have to worry about anything unwanted getting in it. Let me turn that up a little bit more. Get another plate. And there we go. Yeah, excuse me. Let me wash some of this a little bit. And I made a friend yesterday just walking, excuse me if this is loud, walking through the grocery store. Casey, if you're on here, I want you, or you see this, I want you to speak to me. We started teasing each other because it seemed like every aisle we went down, we were each looking together at the same area. So we started teasing that we were getting in each other's way. And so we just stopped and talked, and I don't know how long we stood right in the middle of the aisle talking, but I enjoyed talking to her. She has a culinary background, and she went to school. I didn't. I'm just I call a home cook, and many of you know that. I learned to cook from my mother and my grandmother. And as a young bride, I had them and my mother-in-law helping me and teaching me things. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I've always loved cooking. So it wasn't new to me learning how to cook, because I always have. But I learned some new things, and I'm still learning new things. I've had people tell me, ladies tell me, I'm 80 years old and I learn something new from you every day. Well, I learn something new from all of you every day as well. And I love to watch cooking shows, whether it's on YouTube or TV. But I have to say, I watch YouTube the majority of the time. Okay, I think I'm done here with what I'm going to do. Okay, I want to show you this. This is one of the salad master pots that I told you my mother-in-law gave me. And see, it's as good as it was when she gave it to me. So I'm going to sit it right back here. I like to just kind of let them sit out a little bit, dry really good before I put them up. Still, come on, inch that on up. How about we give this little test piece a taste? Oh, I'm getting hungry. That is so stinking good. Okay. So while that's finishing up, I'm going to start pulling my other things together that I'm serving with this meal. I'm going to slice a tomato. I want some green onions. And This is going to be beautiful. Let's see. Now these allergies have started back again. Springtime allergies. See my tomato knife? That's Rada. And I have a Rada store. So if you want to check that out and get you one. If you don't have one, you need one. These are the best things. And y'all, they stay sharp forever. My mother had them. And my grandmother. And they're just the best knives. We like to peel our tomatoes. Sometimes I leave the peeling on. But for the most part, I peel them. Just habit. Just habit. Okay, so let's get this sliced. You know, in the South, these are not homegrown tomatoes. They'll be coming in before we know it. But these are some beautiful tomatoes. I don't know where they come from. I got them at the grocery store. But they're gorgeous. But in the South, we have sliced tomatoes with most every meal. And especially if we have a BLT. And yeah, I've got a special that I want to do for y'all with some tomatoes in a BLT. Okay, so let's wipe that up a little bit. I've got this beautiful packet of onions at Aldi. Get that little last bite of that salmon. Let's see if these are ready to turn over. Yes, they are. Y'all. Beautiful. Uh-oh. Can you see those? Come on, move over there. We'll take care of you. Can y'all see how pretty that is? Oh my goodness. You know I'm going to show them to you when I take them up out of the skillet. So let's clean these onions. I cut the root end. Now, yeah, excuse me. You can take this root end and put it in some water and it'll grow the greens again. And so you can keep having the green part. I love the green part. Well, I use it all actually. But I like to just clean that outer layer off. Rinse them and they're ready to go. We went to Papa's at Tractor Supply yesterday, I think it was, and he was looking for some garlic. A little bit early to plant garlic in our area, but we wanted to go ahead and get it. And they didn't have any. They were totally out. So everybody's buying it ahead of time. Okay, so throw this away. Now I want to rinse these onions. I just like to rinse them a little bit. And get up in that green. The green. Do you call them green onions, spring onions, scallions? I just call them good. Okay. Clean up our work surface here. And do not, please, put your sharp knives down in your sink. I leave mine on the back of my sink until I'm ready to wash them. Don't ask me how I found that out. Okay. See, we've almost got a meal. Let's check our cabbage. And this cabbage is ready. We're just going to turn it down and let it sit there and simmer. I'm going to go ahead and turn the corn off because I don't want it to dry out. And these will be coming up here in a minute. And we're going to pull this meal together. It's easy, it's simple, and it doesn't take much to feed your family. I'm going to turn these back over because I kind of got the mashed potatoes over on top of it. It's okay, though. And I'm going to turn that skillet up a little bit because I'm ready to get this meal going. Pull together, and so we can eat. I didn't make any kind of bread, and that's okay. We don't need it. We've got breading in these. So what have you got planned for the weekend? And yeah, please tell me, because we don't really have any plans this weekend. We're just going to play it by ear, what we want to do. And we rode a few days ago, earlier in the week. We just got in the truck. We both had doctor's appointments. And then the next day we said, hey, we're just going to ride off somewhere. We got in the truck and we rode up and headed to North Alabama. And we went to the lake up there. We love Lake Gunnersville. And if you guys have been with me long enough, or you go back and see the old ones, you know we love Lake Gunnersville. And there's two ships up there, the Nina and the Pinta. Of course, they're replicas. And I try to remember to post pictures of those for you. And we just had the best time. And we ate at a little restaurant up there that we like. It's called the Rock House Eatery. And it is absolutely delicious. And we just had a good time being out together. Again, if you're new, if you're coming in, my name is Karen. And you're watching Karen Jones Food and Family. And we're very much all about family. And we have 2 cookbooks out. And if you'll go check those out, and I'll show them to you at the end. And so you'll get to see them. But these potatoes are ready. Let's take them up. Can y'all see how gorgeous these potato patties are? Looky there. Isn't that beautiful? And I know they're going to taste even better. So let's get all these up. And we're going to make a plate. We got to call Pop in from outside. And let him come and eat. Okay, so let me move this hot skillet, y'all. Put that in the sink. That wooden handle, please don't let it soak in your sink water. Okay, let's turn our stove off all the way. That handle got hot. And I am going to move this over here. Can y'all see in that pot? Oh my goodness. Yeah. We've got our corn. And I'm going to show you how we're going to serve this. Let's look at our apple cobbler while we're over here. It's almost done. Let me check it. We're going to let it cook for just a few more minutes. Okay, we've got our salmon patties. There we go. What more do we need? A plate and a fork, right? A plate and a fork. Okay. Let's get a spoon for the cabbage. Okay, and I want a serving spoon for this, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this corn. Okay. All right, here we go. I want one of these beautiful, beautiful potato patties. Looky here. I'm just going to pick it up with my fingers, y'all. Look at that. Watch. Right on top of the potato. Looky there. Cabbage. See, I told you it would make juice, so you didn't want a lot of liquid going in. And one of the salmon patties. I forgot to get the mustard out. I like mustard on my salmon. One of these beautiful green onions and a slice of this beautiful tomato. We got some salt and pepper. I like a little extra pepper and a little salt on my onion. Looky there. What a beautiful plate. That is. This is going to be some good eating, y'all. I've got to move something out of the way. We'll set them right there. And let's taste it out. I want to taste these potatoes with this corn and see how, because I know how they tasted separately. You come in, yeah, he comes in at the right time. He always comes in.
Mustard, though. There's spicy and there's regular.
He comes in when the food's ready. Now, does this not look good?
It's amazing. Why do you think I walked over here?
Come here and get you a fork. Watch your hands. Let me move this. I don't want to burn you. Here. We'll fix you a plate. Yep. And some of you don't know, this is Pop. Everybody calls him Pop. His name is Paul. He's recently retired, so he's at home with me, and I've had a good time having him here with me.
Retired to fish.
To fish, yes. Get your fork, and let's just try off of this plate. And that's the corn that we had, and I put a little bit of Parmesan garlic sauce in it, heated it up. Thought we'd serve it over the potatoes like this.
That was great the other day. The Parmesan sauce. That's good.
That's good.
Thank you, Mel.
The other day, it was the corn over the mashed potatoes. Today, it's the Parmesan garlic corn over the mashed potato patties.
Potato patties are my favorite.
Isn't that delicious, though? I want some mustard.
It is.
On my...
Well, I want to taste the flavor without mustards.
I'm just going to put it on one little side. Let's move the corn off of it. Let's taste it without the mustard. Yeah.
Do that first. See how good you did. Must be good, you're dancing. Whoops, I lost mine. Very good.
That's a quick, simple meal.
And salmon's something I never ate till the last couple of years when she started cooking it. I don't know what you did to this salmon, but
I think it's a brand. I used a different brand, and it's pink salmon, boneless, skinless pink salmon.
Okay, there's no fishy taste.
No, there's not.
And I didn't leave the room when you were cooking.
No.
That's so good.
Let's slide that
I'll give
down.
you a 10 on that one.
You gonna give me a 10 on that one? Let's slide this down a little bit because we're gonna come back to this. We're not leaving that. I want to. I'm gonna turn it off. I thought. Now, he works this timer more than I do. I want to get our. Will you do this?
I will.
So I don't have to bend over so far. Yeah, no, I've been having some back issues, and I go next week and get a block.
Hearing all this food.
Probably. Yeah, excuse me. I'm sorry. I've got allergies. I'll get the door.
I think I'll go put this in the man.
I think you better come right over here.
I'll put it in the man cave.
That smells so good.
Oh, it does.
Oh, man. Y'all.
That sugar on top is crystallized.
Whew.
Everybody see it?
Yeah, that sugar just gets a little bit crunchy.
Slide out of the dish if I tilt it too much.
Yeah, don't do that. We're gonna taste this. We've got to listen. Can y'all hear that?
Okay. Our
Miss Patchy got up from her nap and she's ready to go outside.
Okay. There you go.
She didn't sleep as long today. Looky here. Look here.
Wow.
Oh, we've got to let this go. But we have got to taste this for our friends.
I'll be tasting this again.
Yeah, taste that again.
While it's cooling.
Yeah. The only thing I think is going to be better on this is a big scoop of vanilla ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
We've got to let this cool.
Oh, good.
Isn't that good? So while we're waiting on that, let's go ahead and make up another plate because he's eating mine.
Did you try cabbage?
Mm-hmm. Let me look and see if we've got some vanilla ice cream. All I see is chocolate and strawberry. Unless you know of something we've got in the garage freezer. Nope.
We're doing this video on YouTube and TikTok. That's why I'm holding it in two different places. Thank you all for joining.
Yes.
Some of this.
I hope y'all have enjoyed watching us today. And you know what I did? I put that corn on top of my salmon. And I meant to put it on top of my potato patty. But you've got all them down there. Let's try it.
Put some on top of this.
Let's try it.
This is hot.
Yes, I want to let that go.
I bet it's great on there.
It is good on there.
All the restaurants will be serving it.
I'm going to let you serve me one of those potato patties.
Okay.
Here's my fork. There we go. I want some cabbage.
Oh, this Alabama food's good.
I want some cabbage.
Cabbage.
And a tomato. I'm using my fingers. And that's okay. There you go. I won't. So, he's about to eat all that, y'all. I told somebody the other day, when he continues to eat and we're trying to say goodbye, I know it's good. Let's see if we can try this apple cobbler now. Did you drop them?
Well, it says live on TikTok will end in 17 seconds. But we're almost finished.
Yeah. This is so good. We've got to try the apple cobbler, though, before we let these people go. Can I just say I need a moment? Y'all, you better get over here because I'm going to eat this first.
Yeah, come over there.
Yeah. This is so,
So stinking good, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I'm say hey to the TikTok friends.
Mm-hmm. This is our first TikTok video, so we're doing it along with our YouTube videos. Karen Jones, Food and Family. Tomatoes ran away.
That was hot.
There's a cobbler.
Look here.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that good? And all that corn. Oh my goodness. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I want you to, did you try the cobbler?
I did. Very good.
Isn't it delicious?
Mm-hmm. I like that little crystal sugar.
Yeah, that's good. But we're going to let you guys go now. And you see, we've been on here an hour, and a lot of it's just been talking and me washing dishes. But, because if I'm not talking and showing you something, as you know, it can go along a little quicker. So it takes me longer when I'm doing that. But I can have this meal pulled together. You can in 30, 40 minutes at the most. But I don't want you to forget, we have 2 cookbooks I told you about. Volume 1 and Volume 2. And I would certainly appreciate it if you'd go out to our website and check them out. It's KarenJonesFoodAndFamily.com. Now, we don't stock them here. They come straight from my printer, and they ship really quick. And turn it around where you can see it. It's running away from you, isn't it? And if you order early in the day, they can get it out same day. Later in the day, it's the next day. They're very quick. But I certainly appreciate each and every one of you, and the ones of you that have purchased it and the ones of you that are thinking about and want to. But regardless of the cookbook, we appreciate each and every one of you. And we love having you in the kitchen with us. And I certainly feel loved by every single one of you, and I enjoy having you with me. Please like, share, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget, hit the notification bell so you'll know when we put out another video. We'll see you soon, everybody.